Hi everybody, welcome to this pick a card. So I have 4 different cards here, and I went ahead and also included a packet of seeds, which all have a different colored Swarovski on each seed packet. So for card number 1, we've got these snap peas, and you've got, it's like a light yellow Swarovski crystal. So this is card number 1, and the question, it should say it in the title of the video, but the question that we're getting the answer here for in the pick a card is advice for your future self. So you're gonna pick one of these 4 cards, and it's gonna reveal advice to your future self. So whichever card you feel called to, I'm using the seed packets and a Swarovski for each card, so you can go ahead and pick which packet with which Swarovski color that you want to go with. So card number, and just pick whichever one you're drawn towards, and this is going to be used for me to tell you advice for your future self. And this is the future self coming up in the next couple months. Let's focus on that. So card number 1 is associated with the snap peas, okay, and a yellow Swarovski crystal. So that's card number 1. Now we've got card number 2, and this is a cantaloupe, and you've got a clear colored Swarovski. Okay, card number 2, pick whichever one you're drawn towards. We've got card number 3. This is a packet of seeds that have basil, and went ahead and went with the blue Swarovski. So that's card number 3. We finally got the last card. There's 4 cards to choose from. This is card number 4. It's going to be associated with the kale seeds and the pink Swarovski gem right here. Okay, so that's the 4th card. Okay, so I want you guys to take a minute or take however long it takes to really pick which card you want to go with. Okay, so pick 1, 2, 3, 4. Which card do you want to go with, okay? Okay, and then you can fast forward the video to whichever card you picked, but let's go ahead and begin. So if you were drawn towards the yellow Swarovski and the sugar snap peas, then the card for your future self, advice for your future self, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, take a look at that card. So the Queen of Pentacles, first of all, let me break down the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands. So pentacles are real life. It's like physical, like money is pentacles. Cups are emotions, swords are mental, and wands are spiritual. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles would be somebody who's successful in business. I said pentacles can represent money, and oftentimes it does. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that's successful at building a career and making money. So advice for your future self, it's saying be a professional person. The Queen of Pentacles has pretty good control over her emotions. She has pretty good control of how she presents herself professionally, and it's saying for you to do the same. She's also, you know, she's the Queen of Pentacles. She also seems like somewhat of a sociable person who gets along well with others. So these are all the advice that I see in this card. Be a professional person. Get along well with others. Look at real life. Don't get caught up in emotions or ruminating in your mind. This is physical. This is real world pentacles. Be the queen, or, you know, if you're a man and you pick that card, that's okay. It's same thing. It's about ruling over the physical world, and through that way getting getting what you want out of life. So the advice I see here is focus on the real world and be professional, be put together, stand for what she stands for. So you can always look up yourself, the Queen of Pentacles, if you want to know even more. Okay? All right, now, so for the second card, which is represented by the cantaloupe seeds and the clear Swarovski crystal, we get the Queen of Cups. So this is very interesting. It is another Queen card, but with cups, this is far different from Pentacles. This is not, the cups don't represent physicality, real life, money. The cups represent emotions. So the Queen of Cups is somebody who is very emotional, probably very sensitive, but is actually in control of all those emotions. So when I see the Queen of Cups, I do read it very differently than the Queen of Pentacles. And as advice for the future self, I see the Queen of Cups of saying, don't run from emotions. Don't try to have zero emotions. Have your emotions. Become aware of your emotions. Dig into your emotions. Now be in control of them. Realize that emotions can get very intense, and you know, it's like this river, this stream that's never ending of emotions. You've got to make sure that you have control of it, but she seems to. So I actually see this as a card of being kind of vulnerable, being open with your emotions, now still being in control of those emotions, but not running from them. So if you picked this card, I see the future advice for yourself maybe to be to connection with your emotions. Don't run from your emotions, don't run from your feelings. Yes, it takes a lot to control very intense emotions, but go ahead and be like the Queen of Cups and try to figure that all out. All right, guys, we are now going to move on to card number 3, okay? So card number 3 was represented by the basil seed packet and the blue Swarovski crystal. Okay, so let's see, advice for your future self. If you picked card number 3, advice for your future self, we get this person in this card. It looks like they're looking out at their ships. Maybe these are their ships, and the ships are either coming in or going, and this guy is watching over his ships to either see his ships leave or see his ships come in. So I see advice for this card to be to look over the different projects in your life, step back like this guy's doing. He's not looking up close. Take inventory of your life, take inventory of the different projects that you're working on, the ships, aka projects that you have that are putting out into the world, and maybe people interacting with you, which is like a ship coming back. Look into all your projects in life, and I see this card as suggesting to come up with a plan, to organize, to create goals, to go ahead and just look out over everything and see, are your ships coming back? Are your ships going out? What's everything happening? All that you've been doing in your life, what's it coming to? So I see that as the advice for your future self for card number 3. And now we've got our final card, and this is going to be card number 4. It is represented by the kale seed packet and the pink Swarovski crystal. Okay, so if you were drawn to the seed packet Swarovski to this card, to card number 4, then the advice for your future self is the Emperor. Wow. This is kind of an intense card. As opposed to the other 3 cards, which were all minor arcana, the Emperor is actually in the major arcana. Sometimes what they think this means in tarot is that it's actually not like free will, but it's destiny. So this card's maybe trying to give you some advice that's beyond just like some advice, but kind of pointing towards your destiny. I don't want to get into that too deep, but the other types of advice that I see, other things I see pointed out in the Emperor card is look how much armor he has on his shoes. His shoes appear to be totally armored. So I see it as protect yourself, make sure that you're protected, don't put yourself in dangerous situations. I also could see him as representing somebody in authority. Makes me think kind of like, don't stupidly provoke authority. I could see that as a warning in this card since it is advice for your future self. Just be careful, be thoughtful when you're dealing with authority. So that's how I could see it. I also could see it as protect yourself, make sure you're protected. So that is the final card. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm not sure, maybe you skipped ahead, maybe you just saw the card that you picked. Either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a really great day.